What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And yes, this is my real voice, not the John voice, but I'm super excited because we got a chance to talk about passive income, how it works, and we're gonna dive into the details. If you don't know by now, my name is Chris Cobb. I am the host, and I do have my friend John here, and we're gonna make this so simple and plain that you can explain this to a 5-year-old and they'll get it forever. Now let's dive in. All right, so before we actually jump into what passive income is, I want to paint a picture for you. So think about it like this. You're sitting down, it's a Friday night, you and your friends are watching one of your favorite shows, having fun, enjoying the moment, and then your phone just keeps dinging. It's like ring, ring, ring. And every time you look down, you realize it's your bank account and there's more money being poured into it. And you're not even doing anything. Essentially, passive income is just you making money with little or no effort. And I'm not saying that it takes absolutely no effort. We'll talk about it a little bit later. But I'll show you that eventually you get to a point where you're not doing much work, yet you're getting paid for it. And that's the sweet spot. Now let's dive right into it. So if you look up here, it says, what is passive income? We've all heard people say time is money. If that was true, why don't we get richer every year that we're alive? Because we're here a little bit longer. We spent more time on this earth, so that means we should be making more money, but that's not the case. Unfortunately, most of us, we make money, which is called earned income. And there's nothing wrong with earned income. It just means that you have to put in a certain amount of work, a certain amount of hours, or you have to provide a service, and for the exchange, somebody is paying you for the time that you're spending. With passive income, the purpose is you can build a business, you can have a system. Basically, you have a way that you're making money and you can be asleep. You're not necessarily spending time and you're still getting paid. It is the opposite of earned income because you're not necessarily doing the thing or spending time to do it, but you're still getting paid like you are. Now, the reason why you may want to look at passive income is obviously because you're making money without having to do anything. So how many times are you on Instagram, you're on Facebook, you see all these influencers and it seems like they're traveling, they're at the beach, they're in Paris, and they're just enjoying their lives. And you're wondering, what the heck are they doing or how can they afford it? It's because they have passive income streams. They don't have to work for money and to enjoy their life. So let's say, for instance, we got John here, and John is off to college, and he's telling his parents, the campus is huge. I need a new bicycle, but I need you to pay for it. And most parents are like, okay, John, here's the money. I'll give you $5 to buy your bicycle, but you need to find a way to pay me back by the end of the semester. And so John is like, okay, cool. I just got this bicycle, but I still got to pay my parents back. They gave me what I needed, but how can I make this money back? And John says, you know what? I'm only using the bicycle 2 or 3 days a week. What if I actually rented out the bicycle the other 2 or 3 days so other students can use it and I get paid? That's a passive income stream because now John got what he wanted, but he's also generating income and not doing anything additional other than just offering his bicycle. So by the end of the semester, guys, he's paying the bicycle back off to his parents. Now he's making money so he can go out and watch movies and eat out, like unlike most college kids. And everybody's happy because he's providing a service. That's literally how passive income works. You provide a service, but you don't necessarily have to do all the work all the time. And that's where you want to be if you want to enjoy a good lifestyle, where you're not necessarily having to work 40, 50, 60 hours for the rest of your life, and you can enjoy vacations, you can go out, do some other things, spend time with your family, whatever your recreational hobbies is. This is how it's enjoyed. It has to start with some passive income. Now, the crazy thing about this is when I started my entrepreneurship journey, I used to think passive income, business ownership was just for wealthy people, rich people. So if you don't know my story, I am from a small town called Hartwell, Georgia. If you've never heard of it, which most people probably haven't, go Google it. You will literally see it's a town of about 4,000 people. And so I just come from a family full of educators. Everybody pretty much is in the education field. They teach, their administration. So when it comes to entrepreneurship, building a business, that was weird to me because I had never really seen it modeled too much. But if you're that person, maybe not the same exact story, but you're like, can I do something like this? Is it possible for me? Absolutely. I'm here to tell you who this is for. Anybody who's looking to make more money, especially in this time where inflation is super high, everybody should be looking to make more money. But not only am I saying it's you, I'm also gonna give you some ideas on how you can do it in this century, guys, because it's very easy. We got the internet, we got technology. By the way, if you actually are enjoying this video, do me a favor, make sure you like it and subscribe to the channel because it helps people like you see it more and it helps the channel grow. So we want to make sure as many people are getting the information. Do me a favor and do that real quick. These are 5 examples that I see that are very common. You probably could put one of these in place right away. And there's many more, but for today, First example is this, is rental property. So some of you guys may own a home, and obviously if you have a family and kids, you might not want to open up your home, but if you have a rental property, let's say you have vacant rooms, you got a vacant basement, one thing that you could do is you could rent it out. Maybe you got other family members who are looking for a place to stay and they'll pay you rent just to occupy the space. Maybe it's something like an Airbnb, or there's local events in your city and there's a time of the year where there's a lot of people coming through. I would think about maybe renovating the space, make sure that it's livable so that anytime someone needs a place to stay, you can market a room that you're not even using. That's passive income because it's already there. It's not costing you anything to have it. It's not costing you time, it's not costing you money, it's just you opening the door and seeing the opportunity. Now, another thing that you can do is something called digital products. You can create courses. The beautiful thing about this stuff is that with the internet, guys, this lives on forever. So my wife literally just launched a social media course. And yes, she put quite a few hours into creating the course. But now that the course is done, it lives forever. So if she wants to tweak it, if she wants to add to it, she can, but she can now sell this digital product for the rest of her life. And we get paid from the work that she did years ago, months ago. That's the beautiful part about digital products. When you start making content for social media, YouTube, all those type of platforms, people will continue to copy and paste and share if it's good content, because good content never grows old, guys. So start thinking about ways that you may take information, intellectual property, things that you know, and see if you can put it in a digital product. So think about this. If you're a chef, let's say you do meal prep, continue to do meal prep. That is you earning income. But maybe you should create a virtual cookbook. That way, that's the way that you can make passive income. It's the same things, already what you're doing, but you put it into a product and now you can sell it, and people do the work for themselves. They have to go cook and go grocery shop. You're just giving them the information so that they can make it taste good. So that's a subscription that you could use, and there's a ton of other ideas just like that. Budgeting, credit hacking, there's so many things that people are researching right now. And if you put in a course that's easy to understand and also make it so that it's tangible, something they can do right away, man, you can make a killing doing this. And it's you doing work one time and then you having the product forever. So when you come to digital products, it's not just courses and online material. It's been around for years. Think about this. Fast and Furious just released their newest movie. I think they're on Fast and Furious 28 or something. I don't know. But they are still selling the same brand. They're still going to race cars. They're still going to wreck cars. And now people are going back to watch Fast and Furious 1, 2, and 3 just because they released version 28 today. That's a good example of a digital product and how it never gets old, and it will always circulate because people are still interested in the Fast and Furious series. That's beautiful. That's sexy to me now. Think about it. Next is this. We got something called affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is essentially you marketing products that you already are familiar with, that you like, that you love. There's a ton of big companies. Think of like, you probably heard of Gymshark. They're one of the biggest companies right now when it comes to fitness and apparel. I know the ladies love Fashion Nova. I don't know what the obsession is, but people love it, right? And these are all affiliate marketing companies. And the way that they grow is they have regular people like me and John actually marketing for them. So most companies, they spend a ton of money when it comes to marketing because they're trying to figure out, how can I get my product in front of people? A lot of affiliate marketing companies, they say, you know what, instead of spending millions or billions of dollars up front on a billboard, if I don't know if it's gonna work or not, how about we use everyday people to market to everyday people? So they'll say, you know, if you're with Gymshark, wear my stuff, wear my shoes, and if you wear it and people like it and they want to buy it from you, I'll give you a link. You literally are selling my product, but every time you sell my product, we're also going to pay you for doing that. So now you got John, who just loves working out, who loves getting buff, and every time he goes to the gym, someone asks him, what are you wearing? Where'd you get it from? And he's just like, use my link. You can have the same thing. Now he's getting paid passively just because he's doing what he already loves to do. And he loves the product. He's wearing it for free. So of course he'd wear it if he could get paid. And I know you're probably thinking like, Chris, I don't like working out. I'm not just saying this gym stuff, guys. Literally almost every product today has an affiliate marketing partnership if you want to. So literally almost everything in your house. It could be a candle. It could be your dishwashing detergent. It literally is your fabric softener. Wherever you're looking, there's probably a way that you could get paid for using the product and also telling other people about it. For me, one of the products that we're affiliates with, and I'm not plugging this, I'm not selling it at all, but we started with a CRM system for our business. So you know how you get the happy birthday, Merry Christmas text. So we have a CRM called Go High Level, and a lot of people love the text and the emails. They're like, what are you using? We said Go High Level. Go High Level told us, Chris, if you are willing to continue to do that, we'll pay your percentage if they decide to sign up. Literally thousands, if not millions of opportunities for things that you are already using. So just open your eyes, start Googling some of the products and stuff that you're doing and say, is there a way that I can make money as an affiliate using this product? And you'll be surprised at how many ways there are. Next is credit cards. So I won't go deep in this. I know some people are gonna say, credit's bad. You heard Dave Ramsey. Credit cards, if used correctly, now that's the warning, has to be used correctly, but if used correctly, this is a good way that you can make passive income. Now, I'm not saying this is gonna make you rich overnight, but most reputable credit card companies, guys, whenever you use the credit card, they give you benefits, which are called points. The commercials say cash back or you get reward points. And what happens is every time you spend $1 on a credit card, they'll give you points for your gas, your groceries, any other food, any expenses, any shopping. And see, most of us, we're spending money every single day, no matter what. It's hard not to. So instead of just spending money in cash and in debit cards, why not put the same money on a credit card? Again, I'm not saying go buy things that you normally wouldn't buy. I'm not saying go buy things you don't need. What I'm saying is spend the same amount of money, but put on a credit card, and you'll be surprised. Because at the end of the year, me and my wife, we probably tally up a few $1,000s. Again, it may not make me retire next year, but it's extra money that I didn't have to work for. I was already spending it. And two, we typically get 4 or 5 flights a year just because we have so many points on our credit cards. So yeah, if you have a family, you grocery shopping every week, you're going to get gas, you're spending money, make sure that you start putting it on a reputable credit card. But also, this is the catch, guys. This is how you end up earning interest is not paying it. You have to pay the credit card back every single month. I like to pay it back every week. That way I don't forget. And even if I forgot 1 week, it's not carrying a balance. If you don't pay it back every single month, now you're paying interest instead of earning it. So if you want to learn how to make passive income, start using your credit card for all your purchases, but make sure that you pay it back immediately. Last thing is this is brokering, it's entrepreneurship. So some of you guys follow the channel because you already have a business, but it's just you. You're what we call a solopreneur. So you are an entrepreneur, but it's you and you alone. And the reason I put brokering, because if you guys don't know, I'm in the insurance and financial services industry. And so for years, it used to just be me and my wife. We would go to meetings, we would do everything by ourselves. And that meant that all the money that we made, it was because we had to sit with people, we had to sit with clients, and we had to sell them. As a broker, now it's you saying, how can I take what I know and pass that information on to someone else? So one of my good friends, he's actually a broker for dump trucks. And he used to drive trucks, or he used to move trucks, and he still owns a couple. But right now, his job is this. He loves brokering. He just finds contracts for other truckers. So he's just on the phone saying, hey, I got somebody who could use a load. What do you got for me? And they say, well, I got something that needs to be picked up tomorrow. Do you got somebody who can make it? He's like, I can find someone. Then he finds another trucker and say, we got a load here at 6 a.m. Can you go make it? Boom. All he did was get those two together, create the contract, but he's actually not driving the truck. He's not doing the work, and he's not the one who needs it to be delivered. He's just somebody who knew two people, brought them together, and now he's making money as a broker. It's the same in my industry. As a broker, as the agent, as a broker. As an agent, you make money for what you do. As a broker, is you helping train somebody and put them in a position where they can make money. And again, as they're still making their commission, but as a broker, we still get a percentage because we're the one that brought the deal to the table, or we're the one who facilitated the training. And it's not me actually doing the work though, because you can have as many agents working with you as possible. So brokering is very underrated. You don't have to be the greatest entrepreneur in the world. Just keep it simple, guys. Let's say you mow lawns and you make $100 per lawn. Okay, so you can only make $100 at one time because you're one person. But if you hire somebody else to mow lawns with you, let's say you're paying them $80 to mow the lawn and you're making 20 because you're the one who's actually finding the clients. That's you brokering a lawn care service. So now instead of just making $100 per yard, you can make 120 because you can be mowing one lawn and you could also have somebody else mowing another lawn and you're getting 20% of that. That's the beautiful thing about it. It's an easy way to create passive income because you're no longer doing the work, but not only that, you're creating the business and you're helping other people get paid. That's the sweet thing. And I do want to be genuine and candid with you guys. I want to be honest because even though passive income is lovely, just like everything, there's advantages, disadvantages, there's always going to be pros and cons. And these are just 3 of each that I listed. There's many more. But these are the three main ones. So if you're talking cons, guys, it does take time to make money passively. I said it. So most passive income is earned income. It's just that you earned it long before you actually got paid for it. So I'm thinking about my wife and the digital course. It took her hours to build that thing. And it took photo shoots. It took getting makeup and hair done. And so there's literally weeks and months and sometimes years that you may not even make money, yet you're still building this passive income. So one of the huge things is time, that it may take you some time to actually build it. You may not get paid right away, but once it is built, you're getting paid forever off of it. So a lot of times people hear passive and they hear easy. Didn't necessarily say it was gonna be easy, not in all cases, but it's worth it if you can build a good passive income stream. Now, the second one is risk. There is a risk associated with actually trying to create or build something because you may never get anyone to buy into it. Again, she just built a course. Now that she has the course done, it's there forever. Everything that we make from here is profit and passive income, but what if nobody buys the course? That is a real opportunity. Like maybe you got a rental property, nobody ever rents it out. Maybe you buy all the Fashion Nova stuff and nobody asks you, why are you wearing this or where did you get it from? So there is risk associated with trying to create passive income because it may not work. And another kind is this, that it does require money, in most cases, to build a business. Like typically there's gonna be some type of initial investment that goes into it. And whenever you do this, you do it with the risk not knowing that you're gonna make anything back. So for me, I'm a broker. Every time that I work with an agent, I spend time with them. Sometimes I help spend money with the education. I never know if they're gonna love this or not, if they're just trying it out. So think about it like this. Let's say this, have you ever gone to the movie theater and you're like, man, I'm excited, but I don't know. This is literally how passive income works. These are the risks, these are the cons, because when you go to the movie, you're taking time to do that. There's literally something else that you could have been doing. So you gotta park, you gotta get in on time, you gotta make sure that you see the previews. So that's time spent. Next is there's a risk. You might not actually like the movie. It may be terrible. You can say, I could have stayed on YouTube or Netflix and watched my favorite show, but I'm gonna risk doing what I love just to go check this out because it may be a little bit better. And also there's a money commitment to it. So getting a movie theater ticket, super expensive. You gotta get popcorn. That's another $15. You gotta get a drink or an icy. That's $6 or $7. You gotta get candy. That's another $7. So you're putting all of these risks, time, money into going to see this movie, and you may not even like it. It may not even work for you. And that's the same thing with passive income. It's a good idea. It's something that you should try, but it's not perfect, guys. It can work for you. It can also not work for you. Now, those are the cons. Obviously, those are the disadvantages, but here are the pros. These are the good things. One is this. It's freedom. Let's keep it simple, guys. This is the main thing. People are willing to fight. People are willing to die for freedom. So when someone tells me about the cons, I'm like, that makes sense to me. Because if you get a chance to be free, it's worth time, it's worth the risk, and it's worth the money. So imagine this, you're on vacation in Paris. This was me and my wife last year. Our company took us there. They're just, enjoying the scene. We went to Monaco, got to see the James Bond casino. And while we were there, we made $10,000. Literally, we're 8 hours ahead. We're not on Zoom. We're not answering texts. And we're still making money. That's freedom. And I'm not saying we're there completely, guys, but the opportunity to have moments like that, this is why you should search for passive income. This is what it's really all about. Now, next is this extra money. Obviously, inflation is at an all-time high. And you ask most people, like, why are their dreams becoming reality or why they're not doing the things that they want to do, is usually just because they don't have enough money. And you can find a way to do it, and it doesn't necessarily require you to trade all your time to make the extra money. That's what I want you to understand. There's nothing wrong with earned income. Go to work. We're made to work. What else are you gonna do? But you can find a way to make this extra income where you can start living out your dreams, guys. So if it's a vacation that you want, if it's a certain place or a restaurant you wanna go to, heck, if it's clothes or shoes, whatever the case may be, you can find a way to make up the difference and you can do it passively. You're not necessarily doing the work. And lastly is this, is a long-term wealth play. Because like I said, with most of these passive income opportunities, once you got them in place, there is things that you may have to do to maintain it. So I'm not saying you just take your hands off completely. There are gonna be little things that you do, but long-term, now you have a strategy for wealth because you have something that's generating income, but it's not costing you much time or much money. And for those of you who have kids or grandkids, you're looking at legacy building and leaving inheritance, you can always pass the course down. There's so many motivational speakers like Jim Rohn and Zig Ziglar. I still take their courses to this day and they've been passed for 10 years. their kids and their families and their foundations are still receiving those proceeds because they left a legacy within their businesses. So this is a way you can supplement your retirement, add extra funds in retirement, but also it's a way that you can leave an inheritance to whoever you want to leave it to, leave a legacy, but you have money coming in long-term and you're no longer afraid for what's going to happen in the future when it comes to finances. And also, if you're not following me on social media, my handle on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok is ChrisCobb_chosen, where we have tidbits of information like this as well. And if you want more information on how to become an agent, possibly learn a little bit about brokering, send me a DM here. Would love to chat. Until next time, many are called, but you're chosen.